Yeah, I thought I did. When was this? Because I was in her stream while she was working on it. I explained how it works to her.
Well, it's almost too pretty to break. Almost. Snack. But there's no time.
Yep, have a good one, man. Thank you. What happened to Rehydrated? I mean, it's not new anymore. For a couple of months it was new, and now it's not new anymore.
Go.
Yo, what's up? How's it going, Jamar? September 2nd. I don't... The days blur for me. But I do know that, I, like, explain stuff to her in her chat. I mean, like, considering she got past it, I assume that, like, she figured something out.
Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great.
Yeah. I just make sure I'm on at 9 o'clock. I've always had an extremely hard time getting on earlier than 9. 9 is the only time I just feel like comfortable getting on each day. I mean, at least during the school year. During the summer, I'll, like, start earlier and go later. Yeah, I was having, like, 15-hour streams in July. It was pretty dumb. Yeah, I know I mean, it goes both ways. There are some people who are disappointed that Rehydrated didn't get speedrun on here for long, but there are also people who are relieved that I went back to this full time, so. And I was always, like, playing it, but I wasn't, like, full-time playing it, you know? I gave the game a chance. I can't blame myself for doing that. Just turned out to be a mediocre speed game, that's all. Early game limbo. If you feel like you're not getting anything done, it could mean that you're just autopiloting and not, like, focusing. You could just, like, get up and walk around for a second. take a break. It sounds dumb, but usually like I don't really get moments where I'm like losing my mind until like very deep into the stream when it's like, oh, I should be getting off anyway. After a while, you just kind of learn. Also, what's up? How's it going, Lava? But yeah, I never stopped playing this game. I think people don't realize that when they say like, what happened, or like, why aren't you, what made you go back to this is the wording that they put. Like, they don't realize that I was playing this the entire time. And the thing is too, like, I was really laying it on myself this summer, doing fucking Rehydrated and 100% in this game, both at once. Like, I don't know what I expected. I should have just done like any percent or something. That would have been so much more manageable, but holy fucking shit. I mean, like, any percent wouldn't have been as fun for people to watch, so I guess that's the reason. That was my logic, was like, if I do 100%, people are going to get into the game more. They're going to be more interested in the game. And now I question, like, if I did any percent, I would have probably been able to enjoy Rehydrated more, but I also would have been able to get people to, like, try the any percent run for this game, because it's something accessible that they can, like, watch on stream and learn themselves. So, I don't know. I just always try to, like, consider if I did the right thing or not, just so the next time something happens, because there's going to be a sequel for this game. I'm almost certain there will be. You don't sell that many copies, have the right to make another, and then just not make it. Like, there's no way there's not going to be a sequel. There's something similar, so just saying, there will be another chance for those of you who didn't get to try it this time. It was really fun playing a brand new game that was being just demolished. This guy says, hi, dirtbag. Yeah. He's not wrong, though. There's no way. That's like that's over, if anything. Yeah, we're fine. Right, we're gonna do the museum shit. Be good to go. My neck is in a lot of pain today, man. It's the worst it's been in a while. I think it's because of my diet and my sleeping habits. Also, what's up, Zombie Slayer? Good to see you. It's funny how I gain more followers offline than online, because so many people who are frogging on Rehydrated, they're seeing my stream and they're like, oh, I don't watch SpongeBob anymore, and they just unfollow instinctively. So my follower count's been constantly going up and down, but it stays at the exact same spot. Like, at the end of the day, it's always the same at the end. It's kind of funny. I'm starting to understand more, like, people aren't just like, my channel is getting exposure, people are finding this shit. The numbers are just tricking me because it's going up at the same rate that it's going down, which is natural when the game gets so big. People are gonna realize they don't care about it once the hype's over. Like, I get it. Same thing's happening in my YouTube channel. I've been seeing the numbers go like up and down constantly. It's because people are, you know, they're hopping off, and that's fine. They'll be back eventually. There's more context than just numbers. I need to take my own advice. And I do think that we are in a slightly better place than we were before Rehydrated. I think the community is way stronger. I think the viewership for everyone, not just including me, is slightly better. So, the game is still growing. Just we need to, you know, keep working on our own shit, you know. We need to keep helping people learn how to play. We need to make it more fun for people to play, regardless of, you know, whether they want to speedrun or not, you know. Yeah. I'm not leaving the game, you guys know that, so. As long as there's one of us playing, the game's still alive. I think that with Rehydrated fading out as well, people are starting to get a better sense of unity than they had before. Like before, it was very split between both games, but as the activity for Rehydrated is going down, the activity for this game is going up, because it's the same community playing the same shit. Like, it makes sense. Yeah, and you found the speedrun, that's funny. I mean, the vast majority of playthroughs of this on YouTube are speedruns. It's not even close, so you're bound to land on one. Not just mine.
Well, the security.
Man. It's really surprised me, man, that how many people just fucking, they just don't, like, they don't watch and they don't listen. They're just zombieing to whatever the most popular game is. It's just so wild to me. I never realized how true that was until now. People are just fucking zombies. A lot of people are. Yeah, Mario 64 is also a great game for speedrunning. I don't know if you like watch much 64 nowadays, but that game's great and still is great. Yeah, like, I liked Rehydrated too, but it's just, you know, it's just not this. I think everybody knows it's not this. That's okay. Like, we weren't expecting it to be this. I think that overall Rehydrated was way more interesting than anybody could have ever expected it to be, and anybody who thought it was going to be better probably was just, they had their hopes too high. And you know, I said I was going to play it for a month, but like, even then I didn't even believe myself. I knew like I was going to be sick of it after a few days. I should have been more honest with myself, really. Yeah. You guys should explore more BfBB streamers though, because there are a lot of people who stream earlier than I do. If you can't watch too late.
Welcome to.
Yeah, a lot of people found this through YouTube, I think, yeah. Yo, what's up, Kill? Yeah, Animal Crossing is just like... I know what you mean. I played Wild World when I was a kid. Not my kind of game now, though, I don't think. It's like way too laid back. Maybe that'll come back to, like, God, my voice is so bad tonight. Maybe that'll come back down the road. Very, like, slow-paced, casual games. Yeah, it's... Everybody's got their own taste. Oh, good. I love messing that up. Losing all my time.
Number 1 in the Bikini scavenger hunt 3 years running. Thank you.
Nah, Rehydrated is just busted, man. If your impression of Rehydrated speedrunning is like when you watched me play it 2 weeks in, it's way different now. That game is just fucking... it's fucked. It's a pretty cool run. But based on what people are saying who run it, like the really good players, it doesn't have that much replay value. But it is pretty interesting to watch though.
You just met the SpongeBob.
Ah, shit. I mean, like, I don't really care about graphics in casual playthroughs, but a lot of people do. I still think that Rehydrated is objectively worse for casual play because there's a lot of stuff that's unfinished and not explained. Like, the game doesn't do a good job at covering the bases this game doesn't in terms of explaining how things work. And it explains fewer things, and there are fewer cutscenes to guide you in the right direction and so forth, and not as many sound cues when something happens. It's just like, it just feels unfinished.
Thank you.
It's still a good casual play though. I'd recommend people to play it if they have no other means of playing this, but yeah. And either way, I'd recommend playing both if you're a fan of this game. It's still worth playing through. I really enjoyed it my first time playing, but again, that's coming from somebody who just already played it. Like, I know where everything is, you know, so it doesn't really affect me that much. What a scuffed. That was something. Yeah, same here. I was really disappointed when they didn't have it in there, because, like, I saw the concept art when I was at the studio, and I'm like, it's so good. They should really put it in, and they didn't, and it was so weird. They didn't do that. Yo, Scorpion, what's up? Yeah, I'm glad they did put it in, though, because... I don't know, they should. They got great artists over there. If anything is clear, their artistry is, like, some of the best. The game looks really fucking good. Just unfortunate that the, it plays a little bit flimsy, but that's okay, because most people won't know the difference. People enjoy the game. What's up, Josh? Thanks, man. Yeah. The fact that it did so well, that, like, people were coming to the defense of the game brought a tear to my eye, because, you know, that's something we would never see 4 years ago. It went from being the game to gang up on to the game everybody wants to defend. And that's what made all the difference with That's what made Rehydrated worth it. People finally got to see how fun the game is to play. Changed everyone's perception of what the game is. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy the juice, man. I mean, the theater in this game is actually great, but they just didn't implement it the right way. They tried fixing it in movie, which honestly I think was a good call. Making the concept art and stuff like extras that you collect and unlock them like piece by piece, but that also created a new problem where there's no motivation to get them to clear the game, so it's like they're literally extra. It feels like with every problem that movie tried to solve with this game, it just created another problem. Which is why Truth or Squared could have been really good, but yeah.
That was a ton of fun. I should do it again sometime.
I think it just goes back to the idea that like we think too much about which games we like and not why we like them. Like in order to fully appreciate a game, I think you kind of have to be critical of the games around it and the game itself. And if like through all the stress testing and all the opinions that you have of something, like you still like it at the end of the day, it's probably pretty good. Oh god. I don't think this game is perfect, but I don't know, no game is perfect. Gotta stop doing that, but yeah. My shoulders are just so stressed out today. It's used for getting the purple shiny object under the bridge by the bottle corks. There's some cool little things you can find. Like, I wish there were like a counter for like the shiny objects, like the purple, the purple ones, Because the purple ones are like, they're kind of fun to look for. But again, I guess if there were a counter, it would count toward something. And the idea is that when you have 100 spatulas, you have 100%, I don't know. I find it really hard to find things to criticize in this game.
So that.
But if you really love the game and you want something else to do, I recommend trying to find all the purple shinies. They're kind of cool to look for. And I guess like the same goes for like movie as well. They hit around the 50 dumbbells or weights.
So that.
I don't really remember those being too well hidden though.
So that.
The extras in that game were well hidden though.
So that.
Well, I definitely have criticisms of this game, but like, they're pretty minor. This game does this weird thing with some objects where like the socks and spatulas, like buying bungees, where it's like artificially. The challenge isn't finding them, but the challenge is getting enough shiny objects to do them, which is kind of weird to me. I think that it should be just like based on the level design. Like maybe have a little bit of a toll gate on, or like a little bit of a paywall on some of these clams, but add some platforming instead of like having to pay 2,700 shiny objects for one spatula, you know. And we already do that with crabs, because effectively like a bungee jump where you just dive down and get a spatula is basically a crab spatula in a nutshell. There's not like much gameplay being added there. I mean, they expanded on that in the movie game with like the target challenges and stuff, which were kind of like the scene, you know, like this game dabbled with the idea, but it didn't do enough with it. But the movie game kind of just like makes it too formulaic. Like it does the same shit too many times. The truth is, this game's mechanics are too basic to make like too many of these like gameplay focused things. This game always got carried by like the level design and exploration. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's fair. Funny how this run could have been it, but the game decided that it wasn't. I also don't like that you can go the entire game without knowing the pause menu exists. This run's fucking dog shit now. The movie game fixed that, and I think they should have added that in Rehydrated, like telling you unlocked the task in the pause menu would have been nice to know, but It's like I'm disappointed that they didn't at least do that, you know. Yeah, it's a pretty terrible trick. Yeah, 356 kelp. Yeah.
The grape.
Like, movie will have like a target challenge, or it's like, okay, this would have been nice to have in like one level in BfBB, where you like, when you finish hitting all the targets, you get put in the next target segment. But like, that would have been nice to have like one time outside the sea needle. But then they just do it again, and then do it again, and they just keep reusing the same shit in every level to the point where they all just feel like completely linear hallways with just branches off that, like, first off send you out of the level, but second are just the same challenges, most of them. I think this game realized, at least to an extent, you can't like reuse the same shit unless it encourages you to explore a level which is like unique in itself. Like, even though like the camper challenge is essentially just the wheel challenge reused, it still works because the objective is exploring whatever level it is. And I think the biggest flaw of the movie is that it doesn't have any of those. They removed the exploring objectives. Like, if some like gangster in the thug tug told you to like find a bunch of shit for him and bring it back, like, how much more would you have explored, you know? The point-and-click game did that, but the console didn't for some reason. And then you also had the problem with the extras not motivating you to actually look for shit because they're literally extra, so just like a double whammy. This game had the socks and the exploring missions. That's the formula. And it works. It definitely works. This game manages to be formulaic without getting old. Even though they're all essentially the same types of levels, like they just play so differently because the nature of how the missions are designed. You're not just focused on getting to the end point. It just feels like a rat race in the other game. It's like, oh, how fast can I get to the end of the level and avoid enemies because I'm gonna get ambushed every 2 seconds. Like, half of the enemies you can just go around anyway. I think what really bothers me about that game is like the contrast between the ambushes and the combat challenges, where like it doesn't become difficult until you're forced to embrace them, which is a bit telling of what kind of a game it is. Because if they're not hard to avoid, or even like combat one-on-one, like what they're really doing to you is just making you fight a war of attrition. Like, you're just grinding the same enemies and eventually you're gonna slip up and get hit. So that's how they get you. The game may be more difficult than this casually, but it's not really fair. Like, it's not really fair to the player. It's taking a game that isn't designed to be difficult and trying to force it to be difficult to increase the length, the padding on it. Which worked back in the day, which is why the game is remembered well, but it's also aged very poorly. I could make a whole video essay on this shit, because it's interesting how they're two very similar games, but one, despite making effort to improve on the other, in my opinion, doesn't work. Yeah, but I don't want to fucking make an hour-long video on movie. If I'm all out of ideas, someday when I'm out of ideas, I'll never be at this rate. Yeah, soft lock.
Money.
When you can't beat the game, it's called a soft lock. Also, thank you, Sauce, for the 25. Yeah. Rehydrated has its soft locks. That's for sure. I mean, I soft locked my like playthrough up to. I soft locked a spatula on my way to Dream when I was doing the Dream review, because they allowed me to make a video on the Dream level before the game came out. So that was very confusing. I soft locked and I got CCA, both on the same like first playthrough type thing. So that's why I can't say the game's better for casual play, because it breaks itself if you try to think while you're playing. If you're going through the motions, it's fine, but if you're actually thinking, it doesn't. It has some problems. But it isn't even collectible counter abuse, because the game just abuses itself. Like, you're not really doing anything to it.
The robot better change tactics and fast.
That's why 100 in that game feels so arbitrary, because like it just glitches for itself. It's weird.
Will SpongeBob be able to neutralize the giant robot's brain?
Like, if the game is gonna just give you a free spatula without collecting anything, does it really feel like you 100'd it? 100%'d it? Please. Okay. That's it. Now, me, brother! The obvious elephant in the room is that I lost 20 to the lag clip not working. But honestly, I don't fucking care. I'm so done with this shit. I'm so done with fucking NG plus, dude. I will come back to this category when we know for sure that 36 is possible. But other than that, I'm actually in the works of making a video essay on this topic. Why I feel that NG plus has kind of served its purpose in the community and it's no longer needed as like a main focus of mine, at least. So that'll be coming soon. I think it's kind of a meme though that this run was like okay, minus the fact that that lag clip didn't work. Like as far as gameplay goes, this could have been a mid 37, which we all know. Like I've shown that I can get that, but I just don't care. I don't care, man. Thank you, Awesome, for the tier 1 sub. Welcome aboard. Yeah. What's really keeping this category around is the fact that it's established. Like, it's a pretty established run. It's been around for like 4 years now. Even though it's just made up. Yo, Scorpion, thank you for the 50 bucks. It's not dead. Dead's a strong word, but I'm just not gonna play it for a while. Let's put it that way. And Roman, thank you for the 3 months, and Raz, thank you for the gifted sub to Elo Vertigo. And Apathetic Care Bear banning himself on the spot. Yeah, I'm just glad that I'm, for now, not gonna be thinking about this. Back to Enier 100. Well, I did the timing on the any percent route yesterday. Was it? No, it was 2 days ago, I think. And Quatada and Smiley double checked it, I think. And yeah, I think we all agree that we need to spend more time like routing and stuff to make that category faster. Like to make the new route idea fast enough to be worth using in runs. Which could lead us to getting a 47, but we have to, you know, work that out. That's like the meantime. I want to work on like strat hunting and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like my 100 time is a lot more improvable than my any percent time right now. And nothing's stopping me from helping route any percent while I'm playing 100. Because what's going on right now is there's an entirely new route that Quatada and Smiley came up with that is potentially faster than the world record route for any percent, but it's extremely inconsistent, and we want to make it more consistent so we can start using it as an attempt to gun for 47. That's the kind of the goal right now. So I feel like I'd just be resetting a lot if I played any percent right now, but
Yeah.
I do want to maybe, we'll see what happens. Anonymous, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
To whomever you are, yeah. Anyway, I've got some greasy gaming going on right now, so I might want to take a shower. I guess I'll also think about while I'm in the shower what I want to do now. Because like I know I want to do either any percent or 100%, but I'm not like totally sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think most people, I don't know, not that it's gonna like change my opinion one way, like it's not gonna persuade me one way or the other, so no mod spam please. Do you guys want any percent or 100%? I kind of just want to gauge like how you guys are feeling.
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like, it would make the most sense to play 100 while we're currently developing the any percent route. I think that would make the most sense. So, definitely a high possibility, a good possibility rather. What I want to do tonight is try to like compress my PB playback videos and try and make it so they actually work with live split again, because the PB cam was so laggy tonight. Was it lagging during that run? Because I kept refreshing live split to make sure it wasn't lagging, but I don't remember. I want to try to fix that so it actually works again. Yeah, it was lagging. Yeah, I'll try to get that fixed. But yeah, thanks guys for watching this run and supporting this awful grind. I'm never more miserable playing this game than I am playing NG+. And seeing as my biggest time loss by far in this run was the only inconsistent lag clip in the entire game. The only inconsistent lag clip. Honestly, I'm happy with the gameplay exhibited in this, because if the lag clip had worked, and also the fact that SBA is extremely inconsistent in this category as well. Like, I feel like that's, even if I beat this by like 10 seconds, this will still probably be a better showcase of what I can do in this category. So I'm okay with it. And it's just NG+, so it's not like it has to be like the best run ever or anything, you know? But yeah. That was a pretty fun talk at the end, like talking about, I mean, this is why I'm making all these video essays now, because they're fun to make. The video essays are pretty much what I talk about on stream, but more like condensed and well thought out as opposed to just me rambling. But I don't know. if I've been getting by streaming all these years, I must have something interesting to say, so that's the main content to my stream at least. So I've been enjoying making these videos with the opinions about the game and stuff. And I encourage you guys to share your ideas too. Need more content surrounding the game, more analysis. It's how you build greater appreciation for something that has that kind of potential to be appreciated. You know, Rehydrated was nice to get people noticing the game, but we haven't built that appreciation yet, and I think we're well on our way by the looks of it. Thanks guys for hanging out today. I'll be back tomorrow with whatever I choose. I'll probably announce it on Twitter tomorrow or my Discord server, so you should join me on either of those platforms to get notified when I go live. And I will be seeing you real soon. We're gonna raid Shoei. He's trying to get a 52 90%, which should put him in the top 5, I think. Pretty sick shit, so. I know most of you guys go over there after we're done anyway, but just gonna go ahead and send you right there on my own. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Love y'all. Peace.